like it's a coupe de tie. Try to keep it P like a 2C drop, but we got it locked up like a 2C knot. No.
Detroit, Michigan. Motown is the setting for the Timberwolves as they game plan for the task ahead at Little Caesars Arena. Timberwolves, Pistons, only here on 2K Sports. Welcome, maybe the best day of the NBA, Thursday night, and we're happy you could be here with us. To have you with us. Thanks for taking the time to take a seat and join us here courtside.
Star-studded group, the pleasure is all mine. I appreciate you guys so very much for having me aboard.
Look at the smile on Brent Berry's face. He is thrilled to have you here courtside with us.
Absolutely. Super excited about it.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. We've got Yabusele, Jalen Brunson out there with Maxey. Then it's Neesmith. And it's Edey in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Pistons, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Powell. And there's Miles Turner. Then it's Thompson. And it's Murray in at the point. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Now Brunson. Pass to Edey. Back to Brunson. Maxey again. Good work defensively by Turner. A baseline Jay. Murray, no good. Minnesota with the ball. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, thanks. I was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff for a minute. We talked about facing a point guard like Jalen Brunson, and he told me Jalen's got a great sense for angles and knows how to attack if anyone's out of position. We have to stay disciplined on defense. Of course, Brunson will be the focus of their attention tonight. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And so it's the Pistons getting on the board first. From deep, Brunson. No good on the shot.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
And chums like us, you travel all over the country for the NBAs. You go to the games. You're talking with the general managers, the coaches, the big-name players. That aside, do you have a favorite city that you like to visit?
You're putting me on the spot here, Kevin. Listen, I love going to L.A. because you see multiple teams coming in with the Clippers and the Lakers. So I love to be proficient. I love being efficient, Kevin. I love making the best use of my time. What's your favorite NBA team?
I've got three, and it's been three since I got in the league in '82. I like Miami, I like New York, and I like Boston. Every city has got charm, right? But those three cities have kind of stuck out to me. I enjoy it a lot.
Those are the best of the best, Kevin. You're picking the best cities in the league. We got to go to Sacramento one of these days. Let's go to Charlotte.
I love Sacramento. I had a chance to go to Sacramento one day. I love Sacramento.
Those crowds get rowdy. I was there for their playoff series against the Warriors when they snapped the 16-year drought. Those fans are the loudest that I've seen since I've been coming in.
They love their kings. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Changes here for the Timberwolves. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Edey. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Yabusele. Brunson with it. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet J. Did you? You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now in the writing and covering. the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot watching players like Steph Curry.
Now Maxey. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Nurkic a screen on Powell. Kicks it out to Maxey. 5 on the clock. Nurkic a screen on Thompson. Here's Joe. Minnesota gets it back. And a new shot clock of 14 seconds.
His defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Nurkic against Turner. Pass to Powell. Back to Turner. Fires for 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And so much was made of Anthony Edwards. Here's a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything we could package. It could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players over in Europe. In any of those regions, they do a great job. And those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level, there can be a lot of fluidity, there can be a lot of influx. Players are given so much so soon in America. So to be able to have that chip on your shoulder, to have the passion and to exude the confidence that Anthony Edwards has, the younger generation of players definitely have someone that Anthony Edwards to look up to.
Brownie's checked in for Aaron Neesmith. Shams, we know you grew up in Chicago. I'm assuming you grew up a Bulls fan. Who didn't? And you had to have a favorite player growing up with those terrific teams.
I was a big-time fan of hoops in general. Definitely someone for me was Kobe Bryant. That someone wasn't a Bulls fan. We almost got him one year, but that was someone I grew up watching. Kevin, did you have a favorite team or player growing up?
Well, I love Kobe. I called every season of LeBron and every season of Kobe Bryant. And Bryant actually did stuff for 2K. As you know, not too long ago, before his passing, he sat down for a couple hours. But I hate to rank them because Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron are all right there at the very, very top. Hard to beat Jordan, right?
Very hard to beat Jordan. Obviously, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Kobe, for me, watching growing up, that was the closest thing that I had.
And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. DeJounte Murray is not one for the fast lane. He said, I come from all that stuff, but I've done that. I'm a homebody. I'm focusing on basketball. There's a lot going on in this world, so it's about being smart. Kevin, growing up in South Seattle, he's seen it all. Back to you.
Yeah, you know, David, he counts himself fortunate to have escaped all of that. Thank you. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. A floater. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Well, we can all agree nothing better than the atmosphere of an NBA game. So, Shams, I know it's hard to pick one, but is there a best crowd, a best atmosphere in the NBA that you've come across that you really appreciate?
The Warriors fans, I feel, even at their peak, they bring a different level of aura, of enthusiasm. Kevin, you've been to more arenas than I have in more celebrated times as well at different points. What's your favorite, what's your best NBA arena atmosphere?
When that New York crowd is popping, that arena is second to none, man. It is sizzling. Like you, I love knowledgeable fans, right? They know the calls, they know the officials. They know the strategies. They know what a player can and cannot do. That, to me, is the best part about going in some of these arenas and feeling that the players, have made it to a point where the fans know exactly what they can and cannot do. Knowledgeable fans.
I'll take your word for it, but that just means I have to get out to a Knicks game ASAP.
Here's Powell. Following the basket by Tyrese Maxey. Brown against Powell. It's hauled in by Brown. Timberwolves trail by 13. And here is Quickly. He has yet to score. Pass to Yabusele. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Off target from three-point range.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Substitution on the floor.
Minnesota comes into this one following a loss to San Antonio. On the wing quickly. Pulls it up. And that one's on target from the wing.
That's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
And Thompson launches it from deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Detroit Pistons. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Hey, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pistons.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball, looking for fast break opportunities. Always a good idea.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
On the court for Minnesota, Neesmith is out there with Edey. Then it's Ball. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Quickly in at the shooting.
Level ones have been noted as teams in the West. Maybe you have a team out east that is in the West moving into the Eastern Conference. But the league could obviously surprise everyone with a different solution. Maybe having one expansion team be an Eastern Conference team, one being a West. There's several options that Adam Silver and the NBA have.
I would think New Orleans would be one of those teams, right? Just where they are geographically. Memphis, those two teams are in the West, and I could see them maybe going east, possibly?
Certainly Minnesota and Memphis. Those are two teams that, to me, have an Eastern Conference feel.
Oh, wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
And, boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
Yeah, it reminds you of what's really important. Health, number one. Everything else comes after that.
Pass to Collier. Here's Hauser. The Pistons working the ball around now. Just 5 on the clock. Detroit needs to get off the shot. And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovich touched it last. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. And with the new broadcasting deals, NBA salaries figuring Sean's to skyrocket.
And we're not even just talking about the players, Kevin. It's the coaches. It's the front office executives. Everyone is seeing some massive, massive paydays. Every single year we're seeing the biggest contract in league history, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger in years to come.
Are you surprised at the size of some of these coaching deals? I mean, the numbers are amazing to me.
Coaching, these front office deals, it's getting higher and higher. And once Monty Williams signed the deal he did in 2023, that only elevated the market for coaches, and front office executives also are getting big paydays.
And both free throws good for Brunson.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Outside, Bogdanovich. From outside the arc, hits it from three-point range. Bogdanovich has got 6 points.
How about that touch, Bogdanovich? That time from way out.
Brunson kicks to quickly. Here's Ball. That shot is off. Ready by Bogdanovich. Here's Collier. Brunson covering. Collier. That's good. Collier's got his first bucket in this one. Timberwolves trail by 16. And in last year's playoff, Shams, we did see a lot of players injured and unable to play. What are some of the solutions that may be being talked about that you hear about?
People certainly ask if this is a result of the 65-game rule. Is it the more physical play? Is it the consequences of the regular season? The league is going to take a wait-and-see approach to determine if this is an issue they have to fix. But they do love the results of what this has brought as far as player availability moving forward.
Yeah, they do seem sold on that 65 number, don't they?
100%. And at the end of the day, some of these injuries are flukish. There's a lot of, obviously, lower body injuries, and you can't measure that. I think the league is going to want to see more data over the next 5 to 10 years to really determine, does this rule impact the game and impact injuries?
Great drive from Brunson, not afraid to get hit.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
And the first one at the line is good, so both teams making some changes here. And both free throws good for Brunson.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Leonard inside. He's covered by Maxey. Leonard, no luck. Here's Nesmith. Banked in off the glass.
Like how selfless Quickly was on that play, just creating team offense.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Collier. Brunson covering. Here's Juzang. And there's another one for the Pistons.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Checked in for Detroit. DeJounte Murray comes in for Collier. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Joe's checked in. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. 17-point game. And it's time for an injury report.
Well, guys, I had a moment to catch up with Minnesota's head athletic trainer. I'm told that he has a sprained finger, and right now they've got ice on it to try and help with the swelling. He won't play any further tonight, obviously, and will be out for quite a while. Kevin, back to you.
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
Detroit leading by 15. Murray for three. And Turner kicks to Murray. Bogdanovich wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to Joe. Maxey looking it over. That one, no good. Great D that time from Powell. Here's Leonard. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Thompson is checked in for Bogdanovich. So it's Detroit now. Now here's Leonard. 5 points in the game. Pistons passing it around. Thompson finds Powell.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Leonard against Maxey. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Powell.
You don't want to give Kawhi that kind of positioning. He doesn't waste good looks.
Brunson outside. From the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. Brunson's got 7 points.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Murray the pass to Turner. And Thompson kicks to Murray. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter.
Here's Joe, guarded by Powell. Joe passes to Yabusele. Now Maxey misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Thompson against Brunson. Back to Thompson from past the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 4 assists now tonight.
Love watching Klay Thompson and that easy stroke of his.
Here's Brunson, pass to Yabusele. Outside, Maxey. There's the pick. Launches a three. Drills the three-pointer. 7 points in the game.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And so it's Bogdan Bogdanović making highlights for the Pistons. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks so much. Kawhi, you seemed...
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
I think for the Timberwolves, it's been a painful start for them, 0-2. I know the season's young, but they're probably feeling a little desperate for that first win.
Yeah, if you include the offseason, it's been months, Shaq, since this team's won a game. Not a great feeling.
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Detroit Pistons.
So they've got some firepower coming off that bench, man. And not just complimentary scorers. We're talking about primary options.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Bogdan Bogdanović really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt over the top.
They've got Turner. Powell is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Thompson, and it's Murray in at the one. That's the group for Detroit right now. Pass to Thompson, beyond the arc. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Nesmith has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Maxey passes to Nesmith. Murray against Maxey. Down low, stolen by Thompson. Shot from the wing. Here's Leonard, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yes, finally one drops after the 0 of 3 start.
The Pistons shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Here's Brunson. He has 7. 6 to shoot. Shoots from the right block. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Detroit. And Brent, credit the Pistons fans for sticking with them after a tough season last year.
Well, Kevin, it's been a couple of rough years in Detroit, and never easy to have your team go through something like that. You know, when you're getting national media attention for not winning games, it's never a good thing. But these fans are loyal. They're hungry. And the future is going to be bright in Detroit. I promise you that. Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Obviously, the Pistons in the midst of a long rebuild. 2 seasons in a row at the bottom of the league standings. Last season, they had the worst record in this once-proud franchise's history. That counts the record-setting 28-game losing streak that they had. It's pretty clear that this could be a long road back to redemption. Kevin?
Yeah, could is the operative word. This could be indeed. David, thank you.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Brunson. And again, it's Minnesota.
Okay. Good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Minnesota making some changes. Okafor's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Yabusele. Here's Powell.
The defense is not right up on it.
A nice shot by Neesmith.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Pistons leading by 12. Thompson outside. A 3 from Leonard. Leonard, so dangerous from deep.
Well, that equals his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
First one falls for him. A different look here for Detroit. Hauser's checked in, and it's Collier in for Murray. Minnesota also with the sub. Manuel quickly, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Maxey hits them both. Detroit's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. On the wing, Thompson. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
And those aren't the type of 3-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Pass to Joe. Powell with the steal. Here's Hauser. Neesmith covering. Hauser misses. Timberwolves trail by 16. Quickly the pass to Okafor. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Neesmith can't get it to go.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And it's Turner off the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
There's the pick. Quickly the pass to Neesmith. Poked away and stolen by Thompson. Pass to Collier. That three off the mark. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Now, here's Maxey. He's covered closely. Neesmith finds quickly. Clock at 6. Okafor sets the pick for quickly. Another miss by Minnesota. Pistons leading by 18. Here's Collier. To the paint. Here's Turner. Thompson surveying the floor. Foul for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Maxey's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Quickly against Turner. Okafor with a screen on Turner. Quickly the pass to Neesmith. Now here's Okafor. Defense right on him. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Traps in the tray. Maxey's got 14 points.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
Thompson outside. Here's Powell. Makes it off the glass. 5 points in the game.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Here's Maxey. No good from outside. Here's Collier to the inside. Here's Thompson over Maxey. The shot by Thompson, no good. Can't hit that one. And so it's Detroit feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your team. teammates up, lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the court for Minnesota, we've got Jalen Brunson. Nurkic is out there with Patrick Williams. Then it's Ball, and it's quickly in at the 2-guard. Rebound, Detroit. Richards got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Houston. Brunson covering. Pass to Collier. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pistons?
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
Well, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days.
Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for Detroit. Ball finds Nurkic. Payton against Brunson. For 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Detroit. Puts the move on. It's rebounded by Brunson. Timberwolves trail by 17. Lets a floater go. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Bogdanovich against Brunson. Pass to Hauser. Here's Collier. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Pistons lead by 19. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Brent, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think it amazes both of us that Jalen Brunson fell to the second round, the 33rd pick back in 2018. So, with that in mind, how has he overcome the doubters?
Well, the first thing he got was opportunity, Kevin, and that's all you can ask for as a young player. What he was able to do in Dallas opened up the eyes of a lot of people to what he was capable of as a point guard in the league. But trust me, Jalen Brunson has never stopped believing in his ability and confidence to dominate a game the way that we've seen him do that in the past couple of seasons.
Here's the 3. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Well, you want to lead by an example. Bogdanovich leading the way with the assist.
Stolen. Here's Richards. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Kind of get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking, they'd never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down.
Pistons leading by 22. Pass to Collier. Greg, every year we have the best teammate award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family.
And here we go, Coach's Challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more...
The previous play is under review.
The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay review.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
A lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Neesmith, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
Crafty and shifty, those are two adjectives that fit under the Jalen Brunson definition.
Outside Turner. Maxey against Thompson. Powell, the pass to Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Minnesota's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown Detroit. Turner's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead. All the way to the bucket, no resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Powell, the pass to Kawhi. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Brunson, right side. To the middle. Here's Maxey. In the corner, it's Neesmith. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Here's Collier. Brunson covering. Inside. Here's Bogdanovich. And he banks in the layup.
Bogdanovich focused on scoring on the inside, and when he gets close to the basket, looked like he was hungry to get 2.
Brunson the pass to Maxey.
2 minutes remaining.
Brunson outside.
2 minutes.
Shot clock at 6. Nurkic a screen on Vanderbilt. Here's Maxey. And off the front iron, and in it goes. There's 1:47 left in the game. Pass to Collier. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leading. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Pistons.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Bogdanovich.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
Here's Collier. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul. 13 foul. At the line for your Pistons.
The free throw drops for Collier. Detroit making a switch here. Juzang's checked in. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Williams, he's checked in for Yabusele. Ball comes in for Aaron Neesmith. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Maxey. And quickly in for Jalen Brunson. Second free throw, no good. Minnesota with the ball. 43 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Nurkic setting the pick for quickly. A three-pointer, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Now, here's quickly. He's guarded closely. Pass to Nurkic. The kick out to Ball. They get the rebound. Quickly with it. Another shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Isaiah Collier.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And the first one drops.
2 shots.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate. Much appreciated, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Owen. This is...
Drill. Yeah, this is not a fire drill. The real thing. Yeah, you know that nighttime, daytime she don't see me. Acting like a pocket holding 50. Pull it with a Mickey Mouse. This ain't Disney. Still identity for the. Can you like Paul Wall, I might just put a grill in. Boy, you'll get your paw pawns chili with the chili. You know me, pull a Pluto move, take white Scottie Pippen. Like it beef with from everybody in the city. Keep that doggy in a 360 deal, pulling gimmicks. Mind your business. Sports Center. On the net, he tattled on. Yeah. Like it's normal. But I seen her with her man play the chorus. Put him in a UIP, unimportant person. My jeans patch with zebra stripes, tigers and some horses. Bar buddy, say I'm adorable. Paid him for like Harlem, drive business while we serving. Better we get on him, he won't make it. Down, keep going, on some was popping currents. Gucci online, say she want a fluffy pup. Me, I got a no Amazon searching slush machine. She got on Bottega person feet, look like bamboo leaf. You know I'm a can't call me your majesty. She say I'm the man in her dreams. I'm her fantasy. You know you ain't find it. Boy, stop asking about it. You might catch little bro ballin'. He brought Maxey. Thought she was gonna be my Valentine. Better look next year. Watch me. Only good and cooking. Watch Matilda. Watch me drive the farm with my kneecap. Before they close it, fix my fingers. Goodness, he took my swag to woodwork. I gotta keep that boy my only good look. Look, go, I'm feeling like Snoop and Suge now. They act like it's hoodlum, no way no kid look up to. Came up out the slums, but next house gon' have a butler. Know you heard little cousin and they swing it like nunchuck. Like Alvin the Chipmunk. Right now, on my ass, I ain't do shit. Say thanks to my guys, all y'all wanna hit trend up. Tired of stealing stuff. Tell them where you got it from. I need something for Father's Day. I need roses by the dozen. I am not in competition. I'll blow your budget. Kobe Bryant, you DeMar DeRozan. This is not a fire drill. I swear to God. I'm my grandma. This is not a fire drill.
Because I walk the straight line, I lost my way in sun. That's where I go. That's all I know. And let me tell you, it wasn't always this way. I was a young man with a lot to say, but nowadays I feel best on my own. Don't want to pick up the phone, I just want to be left up. Please don't talk to me, I don't want to talk to you. You're not the kind of person I want to know. Because I walk the straightest line. Don't rock where you sun. Out, that's where I go. That's all I know. And don't tell me what to do. 'Cause I don't like you and I don't trust you. And I feel like I'm always to blame in this kind of situations where I'm the one that's outspoken. And don't tell me that I'm wrong. I know I'm the good one. Because I walk the straightest line.
Now, let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Minnesota Timberwolves. The center is Yusuf Nurkic. Introducing the starting five for your Indiana Pacers. Starting at 1 yard, 6'5", number 2, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. In the middle, 7 foot, number 5, Mark Williams.
Happy Friday night, everyone. Time to kick off the weekend with the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. They've got Tyrese Maxey, also Jalen Brunson out there, Neesmith out there with Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Yabusele in at the power forward position. And for Indiana, Devin Booker out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Mark Williams, then it's Tari Eason, and it's Wagner in at the 3. Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
And here's Minnesota now. Here's Yabusele. Eason with some nice D. Pass to Wagner from outside the arc. And Indiana misses again.
Still looking to get their offense in gear. 0 for 3 to start this game.
And Brunson, here we go. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Rick Carlisle and I got a chance to talk for a bit. And it's no surprise that Jalen Brunson is at the top of the scouting report. Coach told me Jason is a 3-level scorer and a master of the pick and roll. And no matter what you do, you can't speed him up. He's going to read the defense, play at his pace, and try to pick you apart. It's always a chess match against Brunson, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's Yabusele after the basket by Indiana on the other end. Shot clock at 5. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
Yes, it's good.
Well, that's a really decisive and impressive read by Wagner, setting up his teammate nicely for the hoop.
Now here's Brunson. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. The season is still young, but it's been interesting to watch some of the rookies find their footing here in the NBA club.
That's always one of the more interesting things for me. Everybody's journey of development is their own, and it's different. It has a unique pace. Some guys come in ready to contribute right away. They're in a good situation. Others, it takes a minute for them to find their stride. So watching it all unfold is really pretty cool.
And each year, Brunson seems to get better. And that's a testament to his impressive work ethic and drive.
Count the basket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Booker. Outside Eason. The ball's knocked loose. Brunson against Booker. Here's Yabusele. Pass to Maxey. There's a screen by Nurkic. Takes a 3. And it's Maxey missing.
Just 1 for 5. Not the start they were looking for. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to get on track. But he might lack in height at the 4 spot. He makes up for it with his burst.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
It's time for Dance Game. If you see yourself on the big nice.
Some changes for Minnesota. Williams comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and Isaiah Joe subbed in for Neesmith.
Patrick Williams. Isaiah
Timberwolves trail by 3. Now here's Brunson. Outside, Williams. Pass to Brunson. There's a screen. Here's Yabusele. Williams from long range. Here's Yabusele. Booker defending from deep 3-point range. And Booker pulls it down. And Booker's got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And yeah, they're excited. And for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
Now here's Brunson. To the middle. Yabusele. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Minnesota shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting for Minnesota.
He's off on the first. Toppin. He's checked in for Williams. And he sinks the second. Pacers leading by 5. Booker attacking. The 3 hits the 3-pointer. Booker's got 6.
You see the level of confidence Booker possesses. Outstanding off the catch.
Booker against Brunson. Outside, Williams. And here's Brunson. Not enough on that one as it misses. Booker looking around. That's his third basket and 5 shots. Solid work.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Brunson on the drive. Up and in on the layup. Brunson's gotten his second bucket.
Now, he may only be 6'1", but Brunson plays much bigger than that. I mean, he plays with a physicality.
Pass to Toppin. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Indiana making a switch here. Capella's checked in. Timberwolves trail by 8
in the first 2 minutes.
Outside Maxey. Out left to the wing. Pass to Quickly. There's a minute 47 left in the first quarter. Minnesota again missing.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Still no points. Toppin outside. The 3 is up. The rebound by Maxey.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And you watch Tyrese Maxey, Clark. He's so good at creating offense.
Yeah, he can get that thing rack to rack and downhill in a heartbeat, BA. In the break and in the pick and roll, he puts tons of pressure on the defense because he's so quick. And he knows how to use angles, too. And he can shoot it from deep, so he's got the full package.
Launches it from deep. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And it was maybe a step out of his range.
Here's Indiana. They're on a 14-6 run. Eason pass to Caldwell Pope. 30 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Quickly passes to Williams. 11 feet out. Capella with a rebound. Wagner outside. Uses the glass on the layup. And now it's a 12-point Pacer lead.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for... Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Quite a position here for the Pacers to be in. What do you guys think?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
We've got Obi Toppin. Whitmore is out there with Devin Booker. Then it's Clint Capella, and it's Strother in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Brian, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. And they pick up 2. Toppin's got his first bucket in this one.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
Left block shot on the way. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Booker's got 12 points.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Minnesota with some changes. Nurkic has checked in for Okafor. Neesmith comes in for Williams. And Isaiah Joe subbed in for Ball. Brunson against Booker. Back to Brunson. That shot, no good. Excellent D there from Booker. Whitmore goes in. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. And the Pacers lead by 20.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside. I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Kicks it to Quickly. Looking to win the run. It's rebounded by Indiana. Booker's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pacers leading by 20. Shot from the top of the key. Again, the Pacers. Good for 2 more.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from 3 is a beautiful thing.
Toppin, a screen on Brunson. Buries it from 3. Booker's got 9 points now in the quarter.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
And it's Joe penetrating. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Pass to Capella. Now here's Whitmore, guarded by Quickly. Whitmore with it. Here's the steal. Here's Brunson. And Booker pulls it down. Booker's got his 5th rebound in this one.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
You know, Clark, over the past few seasons, we've seen a historic amount of 20-point-per-game scorers in the league.
And that's a function, BA, of the overall skill level being at its all-time high in league history in my mind, but also the pace of play, the way the game is played, 3-point shooting, there's scoring, there's more scoring, so more guys are scoring. And I think on top of that, it's a little easier to score because of how the game is played and officiated. It's tilted a little more in favor of the offense for the entertainment value of point production.
And a new group getting ready for Indiana. Williams is checked in for Capella. Eason comes in for Toppin. Franz Wagner checked in for Strawther. And Caldwell Pope is subbed in for Whitmore. Wagner outside. Outside, Williams for 3. Booker. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And Minnesota calls time here.
Here are your Indiana Pacers. Wow.
And Minnesota making a change here. Ball's checked in. Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Here's Yabusele, defended by Eason. Out of bounds. It'll be Pacers ball. And Booker has got the ball here for Indiana. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. The rebound by Nesmith.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Assertive play by Ball inside. Not letting a close defender just shut him down.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Indiana.
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard, and those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active.
And Booker with the jam.
Yeah, you expect tremendous effort from a scorer like Booker, but it's still impressive to see him deliver.
You know, Clark, something Kentavious Caldwell-Pope brings, that championship experience.
And every championship team has a guy like KCP, a guy who can make shots, who's always there, ultra reliable, plays both ends, doesn't step out of his role, and all he does is help you win championships. I love watching guys like that contribute in a meaningful way to championship teams. And he's a fun guy to watch because he does his job at a high level pretty much every night.
Here's Maxey. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
With the speed at which Maxey plays, that pull-up is almost impossible to deal with.
Wagner outside. Pass to Eason. And here's Booker. And that one goes. Now 10 for 13 on the night.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Ball against Caldwell-Pope. The kick out to Ball. Nurkic a screen on Caldwell-Pope. There's Ball with a three. Can't get it. 0 for 3 in this one.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass. Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and they're taking control on the glass.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Nesmith. The kick out to Ball. Here's the three. Drops in the three. Ball's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, you got to respect the fire and the back-at-you mindset of Ball there. You sink one on us, I'm going to make you pay by sinking one on you.
Booker, the pass to Caldwell-Pope. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got his 5th assist in this one.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
46. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
A comeback, I'd say, is unlikely here. I'd say a comeback in this game is less likely than... Now, looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Timberwolves.
They have to be better.
And that's it for halftime.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
So for Minnesota right now, they've got Jalen Brunson. He's out there with Maxey. Yusuf Nurkic is out there with Aaron Nesmith. And it's Yabusele in at the power forward position. Here's Booker. The 15-footer is good. Booker's got 26.
The mid-range jumper isn't the most popular shot these days, but it's working for them.
I love that mid-range shot. It's definitely giving the defender something extra to think about.
Brunson uses the glass to finish the layup. Brunson's got 10 points.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
Indiana's gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. He's feeling it, and it's Indiana scoring again.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Nurkic, a screen on Booker. Maxey surveys. Back to Brunson. Pass to Nurkic. Clock at 4. Brunson against Caldwell Pope. Outside Booker. This one for 3. The shot, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Brunson on the drive. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Wagner against Maxey. Outside Eason. Wagner outside. Williams with the screen. Launches it. And Wagner hits from deep. 9 points in the game.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, drawing charges is an art. The Warriors' Brandon Podziemski led the league last season, and he said, I'm not going to jump with anybody at the rim and block them. This is another form of rim protection. And Brian, while some have labeled them dangerous and called for charges to be taken out of the game, they remain a winning play.
Yeah, that's a good point, Alan. Thanks.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
It's Eason with the jam.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Nurkic, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Maxey attacking. Here's Yabusele. Back to Maxey. Outside Nesmith. Over Wagner. Minnesota again missing.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
The 3, Booker. Another 3 for Indiana.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Booker against Brunson. Left side Williams. Pass to Eason. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Outside Maxey. Lots of room. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Clark, we know how great Wagner is offensively. He's a plus defender as well.
You know what? I think he takes great pride in being a versatile, high-level defender. I mean, he focuses on that and gives great effort there. Offense comes relatively easy. He's got a great skill set, good size and mobility. But the defense is where he's really focused on excelling, and he's doing it.
Booker against Brunson. 3-pointer. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Pass to Eason. Inside. Here's Booker over Brunson. Rebounded by Nurkic. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Nesmith with it. He's picked up by Eason. It's rebounded by Wagner. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Deflected. Indiana's gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. And Williams punches it home.
Great to see a young guy play that kind of cerebral game. Wagner sees a shooter and gets him set up nicely.
4-3. No good on the shot.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Brunson passes to Maxey. outside, Caldwell Pope. Wagner outside. Williams up top, outside Eason. Booker against Brunson. Williams with the screen. Here's Booker. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in the game. They still need this. And a nice layup by Brunson. Brunson's got 6 here in the quarter.
And no matter how the D's coming at him tonight, Brunson has adapted. And that's what great scorers do. They figure it out.
Back to Booker. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Maxey's got 4 rebounds now. To the inside. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Now here's Whitmore. Tight defense on him. With 2 seconds left. And that's 2 points on the layup. Whitmore's got 6 points.
Rock the baby. Working the size advantage inside.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers. And they're up an insane amount going into the break. The hustle they've shown. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. Passes like these are his specialty.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Clint Capella, Cam Whitmore out there with Toppin, and it's Strother in at point guard. That's the 5 for the Pacers. Williams with the screen. Quickly against Toppin. Now here's Quickly. The D's right on him. Off target at the rim. Indiana has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Pass to Strother. Toppin again. Defender for the dunk. Draws the foul too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to go on Emmanuel Quickly. Krejci's checked in for Indiana. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Joe's checked in. Well, Grant, with this new media deal, more broadcasters for the NBA.
You're right, B.A. And the league benefits economically. Hopefully, more innovation on the broadcast side, too, and a chance to even reach new fans as well.
Quickly, right side. Outside Brunson. Pass to Joe. From deep. Sinks the tray. Joe's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Outside Whitmore. Krejci, the pass to Toppin. They get it back. Capella. Out to the wing. Over to the left wing. Pass to Toppin. Outside Whitmore. From the arc. Counted from distance.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
The kick out to Williams. Back to Brunson. Now here's Okafor. Fires from deep. On the wing quickly. Whitmore defending. And the basket by Joe.
Gotta D him up better than that. He's simply too good from beyond the arc.
For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Here's Krejci. Brunson defending. Well, Grant, it appears that league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, B.A. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around.
Quickly drives in. in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Brunson with the bucket.
And I love the trust between Brunson and his guys. I mean, working so hard to set each other up.
Here's Krejci. Pass to Whitmore. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang.
Well, you got to make that moment last and enjoy it for as long as you can.
A flashy ball handler at times, Brunson knows how to carve up scoring opportunities for himself.
Here's Strawther, covered by Joe. Outside Whitmore. Toppin, a screen on quickly. Outside Whitmore. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Whitmore's got 12 points in just the second half.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Brunson surveys. Pass to Joe. On the wing quickly. Back to Joe. Kicks it to quickly. Over Whitmore. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Back to Toppin. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And Indiana with some changes. Martin, he's checked in for Strawther, and Sasser subbed in for Krejci. And a vital mission for the NBA, mental health. Commissioner Silver has said it's the most important issue for the league.
And I applaud Adam for those comments he's made about it. I mean, the season is so difficult. It can really take a toll on your mind. So it's great the league is trying to help players out through this.
Here's Yabusele. The kick out to Maxey. Lets the three fly. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Sasser outside. To the paint. Outside Whitmore. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Strawther's checked in for Martin. Quickly is checked in for Minnesota. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. A minute 37 left in the 4th quarter. Outside Maxey. Back to quickly. Pass to Nesmith. Fires the 3. They get it back. The kick out to Maxey. On the wing quickly. Capella against Nurkic. Quickly from outside. Pacers with a rebound.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Pacers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And what a huge performance it was for Devin Booker.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Tries the spin move. Toppin outside. Pass to Whitmore. Back to Sasser. The 3-ball. The rebound by Yabusele. And here's Minnesota now. Here's quickly. Banked it in off the glass.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Sasser outside. And so it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flow.